Hello everyone and welcome back to Abundant Automation. So we were just in the middle of upgrading all of this. We are pretty much finished, however. The last thing that does remain is this little figment of the past, but I think it has to go because in all honesty we cannot abide it sticking out like that. Now let's help out our little buddies here. So much for helping. I should very shortly think about where to put storage chests in central storage area. Certainly be helpful. We are getting attacked. Where? Oh, up there again. I think it's entirely possible that we're up to big spitters and biters. So we'll have to see. I think a couple of upgrades would also not hurt in this respect. Oh, we'll deal with that shortly. Right, put you in there and grab some more of these. Well, I could limit this to a larger stack size, but yeah. I feel like we will be moving to blue belt in the not too distant future, which is to say after the next oil grab. So it wouldn't really make that much of a difference. Right. Now you are facing the wrong way. You can do that. I'll do this. No, that. Yes, that also would not necessary any longer. And no, you just need to attach you and all of you. Right. So I can't quite remember. Did we do something to the coal already? No, we didn't. So let me very quickly put a band-aid on this. This looks like it'll work. And it should be enough. Oh, while we're at it, did I catalog this thing up here? No, I did not. So let me rectify that. So we at least get a little bit of a remote notification if we run into trouble there with our coal supply. Alright. So you will be called... let's call you coal base. Do it. Alright, would you look at that? That's some good looking smelting columns and one not so good looking. Yeah, but that's fine. Although, yeah, we won't even be able to supply one full lane of stone, so there's really no need in upgrading this. What I will do, however, well, first of all, before I do anything new in this episode, I have been informed that the curse of the missing inserter struck again. So there we are, number 1, and number 2 is apparently somewhere down here, and there we go. These kinds of errors are the most insidious. You never outright notice them. So say for instance I would do something like this. I would almost immediately notice it, because if I was doing something further down the line with the blue circuits, just none would arrive. But if just a little bit of copper cables missing, I'm probably not going to notice it for a very long time. Alright, so we did want to do some bullet damage here. Now these plastics factories do work quite a bit. Wonder how we're looking on crude oil. Oh, no, well. So we are definitely chewing through our supply there. Oh well. Now what I'll do is really quickly craft myself an active provider and make this one so that we can eventually make do with that and move it into some sort of storage area. I think this bit here, maybe here and there, sort of a modular approach will fit rather nicely. But we'll see about that. There's definitely something I want to do before that. And in fact, before anything else, and that is concrete. I want to move even faster. So, how do we do concrete then? So I don't really think, even though we need a lot of stone bricks, I don't think it would be necessary to provide fast lanes for a symmetric build, which would mean 2 lanes. Well, most of all, we wouldn't be able to supply 2 full belts anyway. So let's do the following. Let's take you one bit further out, and we'll have stone bricks come up here. Oh, also, let's start working on the yellow assemblers with full force. I'll grab some of those later. Alright, and now I want basically every bit of iron ore that makes it through these, as in isn't needed for iron plate production, should make it to the concrete production. So that shouldn't be too hard. All we need to do is have these come out at the left end and not at the right. Did I just weave in? No. Alright, and that one too. Get that moving over there. And now what I'll want to do is something like this. Yeah, seems like a good enough layout. Hello, and more bullet damage. Yes, and you can just come down and across. Now we'll essentially combine the excess iron ore from all of these lines, and we'll feed them over here. There we go. That seems alright. So we basically have everything we need. Let's grab some of our new and improved yellow inserters. Total of 34. Let's also get rid of those. You, blueprint you, move you over a bit. Don't remember any major alien incursion lately, but doesn't really have to mean anything. Right, so there we go. So then, concrete. Well, there isn't really much to say about concrete. Well, let's keep with our 5 distance, which will mean running directly into this. So we'll move it around, no problem. And then we can start down here, flush with the furnaces, and have 1, 2, 3, and 4 between here. And then we'll do pairs of 2 on either side, so that we can do our little pairing trick with the liquids again. No, that was just as a guide. Let me do this as a blueprint now. Have those run in like so. We can essentially do this. Maybe not feed it just yet. In case I spot a mistake. However unlikely that would be. Alright, now you will do things like so. Like so, and more pipe. Maybe, well, most certainly need to grab a bit more. Well, that's alright. Okay. Now this looks fairly decent. We'll input from the center, we'll output to the sides. There's just one more thing would be, where do we pick these up? I think we'll just have these lines, these lines run down here. And have a couple of inserters putting them into passive providers down here. So I can't quite remember, how many fast inserters do you need for a fast belt? It's probably not really relevant. Let's just go with 10 on either belt. It's probably way overkill, but this way we can have it nice and symmetrical. It was definitely more than 5. I think it was maybe like 9. Let's stock up just a little bit. Alright. I'll do something like this. We'll power all of those, and now we can tile this whole thing. I don't really want enormous amounts just yet, because for the moment I don't feel the need to, well, completely pave the world, but just a bit of the world would be nice. Alright, give me all of that. And fly, my pretties. Alright, power you up. Well, I think what we have here is more than enough. So the only thing we do need is water. Where do we get that? I think, yeah, that over there. Seems like a good enough place. Let's keep in line with the 1, 2, 3, and 4 edge. At least for a little bit. I guess we should probably... There we go. And now full speed ahead. Look left and right, always be responsible. Yeah, let's grab some more pipes. It would also be a good idea. Oh well, one thing after the other. Whenever I Whenever I start going 2 places at once, it's always missing inserters after the fact. So maybe we should, or I should rather, focus on doing one thing at a time. It's almost always good advice. Yes, once again I do feel the frantic need for... Oh, well, this is great. Let's do that then. The need for click and drag for underground pipes, but 0.13 shouldn't be too far off. They said June, after all. Alright, now this will just, work. Let's see if we can keep it up non-stop. We should be. I mean, it's not a 10-second cast in these, but yeah, there you go. So given we can supply enough stone, which given the current rate we probably cannot, but this should be alright. And we can even rebalance these here. But I don't think that we'll need that. You know what, let's do it anyway. There you go. No, that's concrete. Very nice. So that's concrete done and dusted, and now I really do want to get rid of this, so let's start working on it. We only need 24. We only need 24 of the good old furnaces, and yes, I'm putting more stuff into the things I'm just about to tear down. Just so it doesn't get boring. Boring. Once again up there, should probably check up on that outpost. One thing after the other. Alright, what did I... No particular reason, apparently. So this just... Well, there's nothing salvageable here. Salvageable. So let's just tear it all down. Help our little buddies with the deconstruction. Can't catch me. Can they catch me? Yeah, come on. Get inside me. Alright, now this will not fit. So let's do one more trip. And that's this, that, and that. Wavy, wavy. And the last remnants. And let's take... let's straight bullet damage up all the way. Could probably be a little bit more efficient had I paid a bit of attention there and done turret damage, but I didn't. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, there you go. Stole all my belts. Oh, that's alright, we can always grab new ones. Ah, it's just so much better to be able to go about the place at a reasonable pace. So there you go. And that's stone. Now this doesn't look too shabby, I would say. Almost planned. Alright, and with this beautiful panorama, I shall end the episode. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been Discrind, and I shall see you soon.